Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to do another manga review, overview, whatever you call it. This is the Magnificent Bastard from Kodansha Publishing. It's made by, well, let's see. Keiichiro Ryo, I hope I spelled that correctly, Tetsuo Hara, and Mio Aso. Now Tetsuo Hara, maybe you are recognizing his art style. It's from the Fist of the North Star series. You know, you probably hopefully read it because this is one of the best mangas I've ever read. Personally, well, let's say the most masculine manga ever read. But you know, this character called Kenshiro, you know, who is the Fist of the North Star, you probably see, hey, there's some resemblance. Yeah, because the Kenshiro and this character in this book are you know, basically localized, could be brothers. But this guy is called Keiji Maeda. Yes, I'm doing repeating a line a little bit here because I've looked it up how you pronounce it. It's pretty, well, it's not that hard, but you know, it depends on your pronunciation. So, what is then the difference between this book? Well, this book just came out. This is volume 1. There's a volume 2 I already pre-ordered because it's that good. So, if you are a big fan of, you know, Tetsuo Hara's art, you will like it because, well, it has the same art style, but there is a lot of violence and, you know, gore in here, if you will, but it has a big difference in tone. Now, before we go into the story, let me explain what this book is. You know, it's hardcover. It has the same, let's say, eggshell paper stock. It's also thicker than Fist of the North Star. Fist of the North Star has around 300 pages, 200 and something, and this has 390 plus. So let's say 400 pages. And if I'm going to show you, put this on the shelf. If you can look closely, I hope you can see it. It is slightly thicker than the rest of them because, well, of course, it has more pages. So yeah. This book came out in the 90s. Well, let me rephrase that. The book is not coming out in the 90s. It's been, let's say Kodansha just got the rights of the Magnificent Bastard, but the whole series came out in the 90s. And then how many tankobons are coming out? I don't know. I believe what I've read is between 90 and 1993. There was about 18 tankobons. This also has 18 tankobons. The difference is, and that's the information that I do not have, is since this is around 400 pages and this is around 300 pages, it could be also that it's going to be, I don't know, 15 tankobons. I do not know. But what I do know is that a lot of books are coming out and I'm enjoying this immensely, right? The difference is between Fist of the North Star, which is, you know, post-apocalyptic, doom and gloom, lots of, you know, warlords and villains and murderers, you know, that wants to have territory. That's not really in here, but it has feudal lords because it's set in the 1500s of, I believe, the Edo period. Don't quote me on that because it's a blend between fiction and reality. Let's say a very historical samurai is in here. Well, not physically. Well, maybe 1 or 2 pages. No, I believe it's called Oba Nobunaga. Again, I hope I said that. It's a very famous, influential samurai, and it's really not revolving around that, but it's more like different houses in different periods that, you know, wants to gain power. And Maeda, Keiji is, I believe Maeda is the house that Keiji has been, because he's adopted, by the way, and he has an uncle. And the uncle is actually very jealous of him. So I'm going to show you a couple of pages, tell you a little bit about the story, and you can make up your mind if you are interested in this book or not. So let's start here with, you know, the opening coloring pages. Looks very beautiful in my opinion. Now Meiji Keija, what is he actually? He is, I believe, a samurai in the house of Maeda, and he is also a kabukimoni. Now, what is a kabukimoni? Kabukimoni is a person that dresses himself way differently than other people. Basically, they have a high standard for what they call beauty and honor, and they live by those standards, right? Keiji here is actually totally different than from Kenshiro. Kenshiro, dark, brooding, strong fighter. Keiji here is actually the opposite. He is liking have fun with people. You know, he's going into brothels. He's a prankster. He's a jokester, and his well, let's say his uncle hates him, and there's a reason for that. And it's going to be a little bit more explained in this book. Well, let's start a little bit at the beginning. So there is the army here wants to replenish their how do you say their stock of horses, but they are being driven away by a demon horse, a big black horse that protects their, how do you say, flock? Is that how you say it? I'm not sure how it is with horses. I'm not sure. What happens then is that Keiji Maeda is basically, trying to, tame that creature, right? But he is also being thwarted. Is that how you say it? Because other ones have done that too, and they paid the price because this creature is very strong and, using their hooves or using its hooves to mark the people that it not one on his back. So Keiji wants to tame this creature, and to a lot of anger of basically his uncle called Toshi. Toshi is a coward. He is he's a general, and he's working for a person that is on the higher ups, and he wants to please them. He wants to, gain more power, and Keiji is basically more, he is he's not the person that his uncle wants him to be. And there's a lot of things that are going on here. At some point, he just tames this beast, but he also, like I said, there's people that thwarting him, is hiring ninjas to deal with him. There's a ninja here that is working for multiple sides, not very a trustworthy person. At some point, he wants to kill Keiji, but that's a tale for another time. Also, what I like about this a strong sense of honor and duty bound and friendship, and there's love in here, there's sacrifice, a lot of also some political intrigues, not very complicated or something, but you also get here and there a little bit more information about this period, how certain people are going to end if they're, commit seppuku or or let's say having fun like Keiji here. Overall, Keiji is a very strange creature. He's dealing with murderers like this guy that wants to, I don't know, everybody that stands in his way he's gonna kill, and cuts off its ears and then put it in some kind of a basket. At some point, Keiji here just frees this young girl from this guy's, tyranny, or is that, I believe that's how you say it. He's meeting a lot of cool enemies, I must say. And the word that I'm describing here, like say duty bound and honor, that's in here. Now, I don't like sympathetic villains, but it's also being how it's been told. And with that, I mean, at some point, there is a warlord that is going to take over some kind of a castle. And then the neighborhood castle that needs to be protected. But Toshi, the uncle of Maeda Keiji here, is saying, no, we got to wait for reinforcements because we don't have the manpower. And the neighborhood castle is being invaded by by invaders that people wants to have territory, right? But at the castle, there is just 500 people protecting the castle. And at some point, Maeda Keiji. I'm try to pronounce it correctly. Sorry. Is saying, you know what? I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna, use my wits and friends and to help those people. There is an unusual way how he deals with these problems. Let's say pranking, urination on enemies that wants to climb the wall of the castle. It's just crazy. There's a like I say, he's a very carefree person that's is doing whatever he wants, and he doesn't care what other people think about him. And he is very popular with the girls too. There are some stories about his one of his friends is at the castle, and they have a soft spot for a woman, both of them. And the woman in question is called Lady Matsu. But Lady Matsu is betrothed, or the wife, concubine maybe, of his uncle. And his uncle hates Keiji so much because he is not following his orders. He's doing whatever he wants. So he's hiring ninjas and to take him out. And also, coming back to the horse thing, there was once upon a time the uncle wants to, ride the horse, right? But the horse rejected it. But Keiji just did it. He got the horse. And therefore, there's a lot of jealousy involved. And since Keiji is very popular amongst its people, and the uncle is not, there's a lot of jealousy. So he needs to get rid of Keiji for reasons, but it doesn't need to be on the open. It's all behind the lines and very secretly. And there is female assassinations called Konichi, I believe that's how you say it. Konichi, something like that. There's a female ninja assassin, has his own reasons why she wants to take out Keiji here. And she calls herself the spirit drainer. I love all these words. There is lots of friendship in here, a lot of duty bound. I'm repeating myself. But coming back to the enemy that is basically attacking the castle, and coming back to the sympathetic villains. So there is can you call it a villain? Maybe a warlord, a samurai that, I believe that's how you say it, was under the reign of Nobunaga, and he ride with him in battle. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And let me show you a couple of pages and talk about it. The samurai is called Sasanari-sama. So that's correct? Yeah. So he is the one that actually wants to take the castle. He is ruthless. He is strong. Basically, this general that ride under Oda Nobunaga. He wants to have the castle, but he also is going to scuffle with Keiji. And they have a lot of respect for each other because of how they handle things. And, Keiji is almost 2 meters. He's strong. He's funny, and he has like I said, a strong sense of how you deal with things, but it has to be beautiful according to him. Also coming back to Lady Matsu, she's beautiful, she's gorgeous. She has somewhat influence, and she likes Keiji a lot. So there's a love plot in here, but also Keiji, he's a wild man, right? He also likes the ladies a lot. As you can see, it's great. It's awesome. The art is phenomenal. His how he deals with his friends and his army, and how he deals with his enemies. There's a lot to be said about it, and I like this character a lot. It's so different than Fist of the North Star, although he likes the main protagonist of Fist of the North Star. But like I said, this is a total different character, a funny, charismatic, strong, duty-bound, sense of honor. A lot of things are going on. And like I said, you got almost 400 pages. This is a beautiful looking book, in my opinion. I think you should get this immediately. So, basically this is my end of the video. And I'm sorry that I'm being, all over the place, because I'm not accustomed to doing, one-on-one live videos or live, it's not really live, but, me in front of the camera talking about the book. Normally I have to take my time with it, and do a little bit of a deconstruction, figure it out what I'm going to say and how I'm going to say it. But this is it. I'm doing probably a couple more of that. If you like what you are seeing, you like this style, or you want to go back to the old style that I'm also going to do, please leave a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I know there's a lot of people that watch my videos but are not subscribed. would be nice, you know, good for the algorithm. Also have a comic, Gemini Crusaders, The Atomic Conductor. We're gonna go live here in February pretty soon, probably next week or the week after. We have to see about it. I'm gonna talk hopefully this weekend or in the next couple of days about the book, so stay tuned. So again, guys, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.